Yeah, Shalom Israel, as usual, you know, we always come out to try and wake up our people. But before we start, we're going to give all praises.
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Waha, Rakah, Kodash.
Yeah, double honors to the elders and apostles in Israel who rule and teach well. And Akim to the highways and the byways and those pushing videos in truth and sincerity to the brothers and sisters in the truth. And as usual, the Bible is a book of prophecy. And through the prophecies, we see that we're coming to the end of the story. You know, the Most High has written a story. He's got his main stars, his supporting cast, and we're coming to the end of the book. But within that time, we need to be checking us. Bring it you need to be examining yourself, making sure that you're doing what's required of you to, you know, make you part of that ending story, man, in a good sense. Because you don't want to be part of the ending story in a bad sense. Yeah, bring that up.
So this is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 5. And it reads, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith.
It says, examine yourself whether you be in the faith. Like, there's a lot of things that we're beginning to notice in Israel, and we're just what? 2, 4, 6, 8 other brothers just trying to work out our own salvation, but then both sides giving us eyes to see there's no isms and schisms among certain people where things need to be ironed out. And we're trying to work on our salvation, and it says, examine yourself whether you be in the faith. God.
Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves.
Yeah, because who knows you better than you? Like, as much as we might spend time together, no one knows you better than you. So you have to prove your own self. Otherwise, what will the Most High do? He's got that judges.
Now, this will be quick before we
bring it out.
Luke 22 and 31. And the Lord Yahweh said, the Lord Yahweh shall say, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you.
Now that's what you have to realize. When you read Sirach 2 and 1, it says, my son, when thou come to it says, my son, when thou come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Why? Read that again.
Right. Say, and the Lord Yahweh shall say, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you.
Yeah, so someone put the grab it says, Satan has desired to have you. So you can't be relaxing on your leads in this trip. Don't ever think that everything is good. The only time you relax is when you step into that kingdom and you're under that covenant. Because from here you're going to be transported.
But even to be honest with you, right, you have to be, the only time you relax, to be honest with you, is when you, because once you get in the chariot, it's over. Because your judgment in the wilderness will be based on what you did on your land.
That's right.
So that's why you have to rehearse it to the best of your ability, so you don't have, when you know inside of you, like, Yahweh is just, so you have the spirit. If you did something that's good, have you noticed that you have that spirit of peace? If you did the right thing, you have a peace in you. So if you did the right thing in the chariot, you'll be rejoicing and visioning the kingdom. But if you know you've been a bit wicked, that's when you're going to have to work, because you don't know how the Most High going to come at you in the wilderness, man.
Your understanding on that peace is what it is. That peace don't mean that you won't go through issues. And I'll be honest, you won't really understand, or you may not even notice that you have that peace until it's taken from you. I remember, you know, through one of my times in Majesty's Hotel, you know?
That was the best guy with my man. I told you, his body is not the best.
No, well, you know, I tried to come back to the Most High, but obviously...
they call it Her Majesty, when I was working, they call it Her Majesty Pleasure.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of, in a way, relaxed, you know, it's not like the toughest, prison.
So I was trying to come back to the Most High according to the best of my understanding, which at that time was according to Christianity. And I did certain little things where I tried to work on myself. And then when I left the hotel and kind of got back in the world, after a while, I felt so funny. It's like there was a piece that I had that I didn't realize that I had. You know? So the brother made a good point. So yeah.
And Yahweh shall say, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat.
And that goes back to the post that you put. Yahweh sifting. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be part of the chaff. You know, you want to be the wheat, the good stuff. So you have to be working on yourself. And if you're not working on yourself, the Most High will remove that spirit from you and you won't even know. Right. That judgment.
Right. Verse 42, but I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brothers, thy brethren.
So we are our brothers' keepers, man. Like the brother said earlier on when we were just chatting amongst ourselves. You know, that brotherly love ain't just about you change it when you need it. Like if you're going off, your brother should be able to tell you whether you like it or not. That's part of the bitterness that comes with the sweet.
And also when you go through that with your brother, you don't try to convince him. Basically, you pass the message. Now we all have ego, right? By buck up, but the Most High. But at the end of the day, it's love. When the Most High chastise you, it means that it's love. That's right. When you put you through something, it's a test, but it's an act as well of love. Because remember, Yahweh is a man of war, so he has that military, mindset, man. All right. So you don't try to play the role of the brethren and at the same time the role of Yahweh. Play your part, which is telling the truth, and you leave it like that. The rest, you pray for the brother, and even you keep on showing him love. That's right. Because you owe love to your brothers. All right? You owe love to your brothers, and you owe respect to your brothers. That's the minimum in the army, because every